Hey, and welcome to the Meditations and Musings podcast. I'm Elena Lipson. I'm a mama, I'm a wife, and I'm the founder of the Divine Self-Care Circle membership and the Virtual Retreat Academy. I don't believe that you have to sacrifice your body, your health, or your family in order to create true abundance and prosperity. I believe in living based on the divine feminine metrics of success, and these include pleasure, play, ease, grace, and a slower pace. Each week, I'll bring you 1 to 2 new episodes. One of these will be a guided meditation that you don't have to do on the meditation pillow, and the other will be a conversation to help you access your inner wisdom, to ignite abundance, and inspire others to do the same. I invite you to join me on this journey back to the magic of a divinely aligned and well cared for you. And now, join me for today's episode. Welcome to this week's episode of the Divinely Aligned Meditations and Musings podcast. This is Elena Lipson, and this isn't goodbye. So if you've listened to last week's episode, you know I shared that I will be taking a little bit of a break over this coming summer of 2021 from recording the podcast. And it's not because I don't love you, because I do. I love the podcast. I love recording the podcast. I love dreaming about and thinking about and having this very active file of notes where I share ideas about what I want to share with you every single week for the last 3.5, oh my gosh, I think we're coming up on 4 years and 275 episodes. I want to start with a new direction when I come back, and I don't have every single piece of the puzzle in place. And normally I would just sort of roll through it and keep going, but I want to honor this space of creation for myself. I want to spend some time dreaming into the vision of the next iteration of the podcast and some new aspects to work that I am doing now. And as an entrepreneur for the last 20 years, online entrepreneur for the last decade, and self-care coach for the last 7 or 8 years. There are some new aspects of my business that are emerging. I'm already doing some aspects of this work right now, but I'm not quite ready to share it publicly. So over the summer, I'm going to just put all the puzzle pieces into play. And when I come back in the fall, sometime in September, I'm imagining, I will be sharing some new aspects of my work, and I'm not exactly sure how that's going to change the topics of this podcast. Trusting yourself and doing work that you love, being authentic, authentically inspired, doing things your own way is always going to be at the core of anything I do, no matter what the work is that I do. But I'm not sure how this is going to affect the topics. I have a vision of bringing on some amazing guests, and I already have that list going. So again, this is not goodbye. This is have an amazing summer or winter if you're on the other side of the world. And in the meantime, what I invite you to do is to follow me on Instagram, Elena_Lipson, where I'll probably be sharing earlier than the podcast what is happening in my life and in my business. And I invite you to go back. There's, like I said, 275 episodes. And wherever you started the journey, it was exactly perfect for where you were. But if you're craving more content around self-care, self-trust, walking in integrity, doing work that really comes from within you, regardless of what the work is that you're doing, navigating by your intuition, your inner wisdom, all of the episodes are infused with content, with takeaways, with transformational questions, of course, lots of meditations. And I invite you to go back and listen to those. If you're not on my email list, then you can hop onto my email list as well by clicking the link in my Instagram bio or at elenalipson.com, where I will be sending some roundups of my favorite episodes that I've done over the last several years, the ones that have received the most downloads, the ones that have received the most questions, and just some fun ones that I think will benefit you at this time. So in the meantime, if you have any questions, all you have to do is head on over to Instagram and DM me over there. If you're connected with me on Facebook, feel free to message me there as well. or you can email me at info@elenalipson.com. I read all my emails, so there's not going to be anyone else reading them. So if you just wanted to share your experience of the podcast, maybe share any ideas or whatever, reflections, I invite you to do that. I love to hear from you. And now I'm going to go make myself some lunch and wrap up some more work for the day. But I wanted to make sure I said this isn't goodbye, but I wanted to let you know why you wouldn't see any new episodes for the next couple of months. And that's why. All right. Have an amazing rest of your day or evening or morning, wherever you are. Please take care of yourself. You are so worthy of all that you desire now, not someday. Now, not someday. Now. All right. I will see you again soon. Take care. Thank you so much for listening and learning about the new Divine Self-Care way of being in your life, business, and the bedroom based on the divine feminine metrics of success: pleasure, play, ease, grace, and a slower pace. If you're ready to bust the myth of overwhelm and tap into an inspired start to each day, I've put together a free video series for you to help you start each day with energy, inspiration, and ignite that inner pilot light which attracts joy, magic, and synchronicity. You can access my 3-step magic morning practice to help you ignite your inner light and attract the abundance that you're craving. Head on over to elenalipson.com/gift. And if you enjoyed this episode, I would so love if you share it with a friend, a sister, a mother, a daughter, and please leave a review. That is how the magic starts to ripple out. Here's wishing you a day full of beauty, magic, and divine self-care. I'll see you next time at the Meditations and Musings podcast.